Okay, there we go. Okay, we're back. Apparently it had changed the default input to default. Oh, hell no. I don't want to deal with phantoms, but I don't want to go to bed either. I'm pretty good. How are you, man? I'm pretty good. It's been a couple of days since I've seen you last. We've made some pretty good progress, as you might be able to discern from this. Alright, let's get this guy. Okay. Like we managed to get all of the all of this area down to here. And and I think what we're going to try to do is to move the to remove 3 layers here all the way across. Because there's still like a lot of water where it's kind of deep. So we're just going to dig everything free down here and then run the machine once more. And hopefully that will be about fine. At least that's what I'm sort of counting on. But Easter holidays are coming up, which is pretty nice. Do you have anything planned for Easter? Ah, right, yeah. They usually give a lot of schoolwork right up to the holidays, don't they? And bam, bam, bam. I think I don't know. It's kind of difficult to say, but I think we are around 80% done. While this might look like a quarter, I think it's also going to be a lot easier doing it because it's not as deep as this area was. Like this is by far the deepest area. So you see how most of that over there is going to be this height, which is like half of what this is. So, and that equates to more than 50%. I say like this in it of itself right here, this line here, is probably around 70%. And then there's all of that and all of that left for the division on that. But anyway, let's get to digging, I suppose. We also have a skeleton here who doesn't understand his place in the world. What kind of bow is that? Terrible, terrible bow. Hey, Pickle. Welcome, man. Nice seeing you. And thank you for the message earlier. It actually made me smile quite a bit, so, I mean... It was good for my mood reading it. Oh, water comes through here? Okay. Well. Continue this way and just go Mhm. Alright, so now we have that, and now I just keep going that way. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Let's get some torches. It's also a good time to sort of go get torches. I forgot about that. Because we can move real quick right now. Surely I have a torch or something left in here. Not enough. Let's just make a bunch of torches then. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Alright, we don't need to have all of those torches on us. Like 2 stacks is probably going to be enough. And it wasn't as much as like I had to swallow my pride and use it. It was more like I was afraid that I wasn't going to be like present on the ground and sort of experience my world in the same way I had been experiencing it previously, right? It was more about that than it was about sort of it being something where I'm like, ah, well, only dumbasses use elytras. It wasn't like that. It was more like I was afraid I wasn't going to have the same amount of adventures. Which, to a degree, I don't. But it, but it does allow me to, like, just get a lot more stuff done. And I think in the future, I'm just going to plan adventures. To say, all right, we're of course going to be bringing our elytra just so we can get back quickly. But if I want to go looking for something, I should do it on foot. All right. So this is going to be where all of that is, and now we're just going to stick this. Hey, Draco, welcome in. Let's dig this out too, because the trench here has to be a little bit deeper in order for me to fit the machine in. Yeah, did you finally beat it, or? But well done. Well done. So you tried like what 50 times yesterday? You were at 270 or something, if I remember correctly. 271 or something like that. You're trying to get a shadow main mutation in what exactly? There you go. Just I'm not quite following. Oh wait, why am I not wearing the chest plate? I should 100% be wearing the chest plate when I'm holding on that note. That should be right accessible in my inventory here. No. 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 Don't you dare. I don't know what happened there, but... Okay. So this is gonna be where it's kinda rough. I could of course just go get another beacon. Yeah, let me know. What's annoying game? Guy, an arc. Alright, alright. No, arc is kind of fun. Though I bore of it fairly quickly. Like I get bored in it, but that's probably just a me thing. No! That's rough, dude. That's rough. So do we have access to another beacon? I do have a star. It's just a wee bit of obsidian, like that, right? And then it's glass on top of it and around. Do I have glass? We do have glass. Perfect. Okay, so now we just need a bunch more iron. Luckily, that's not really an issue. Okay, so I think I'm going to be putting down a beacon. Where? It would probably be preferable to have like multiple beacons. But I think if I put one down around here, I'll at least be able to mine that out fairly easily. Alright. Oh, I mean, different game modes in Terraria are... No, stop. We don't want to be hit by magic. Like, that's actually one of, like, Minecraft-wise, one of the things I sort of wish were more developed in the Minecraft, and I don't know whether it's just me, but I feel like magic is kind of unexplored in Minecraft. There are plenty of mods, don't get me wrong, there's so many mods. But it's like clear that there are magic in Minecraft, like you can enchant, there's those beams there, which is quite literally a magical attack. So it's just sort of, to me at least, it feels like there's some potential that is kind of lost here. Ow. Stop raining. Fine. Like, I wish there were more... magical concepts in the game. But as I said, it might just be me. Like... Okay, please say that I get the effect from here. No. No way. Okay, but pretty close. So if I just go out in this line fairly quickly. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. So now we're just... Wait, do I need to... Yeah, I also need to remove... I don't need to remove that, do I? I do. So we're also gonna remove... No, not Dolphin's Grace. The horror. We're also just gonna remove this here. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, weren't they making like a new art game? Like, isn't that one in the making, or is it just, or is it already out? I feel like not long ago there was an announcement. But then again, that could have been 2 years ago for all I know. Sometimes my sense of time is absolutely dreadful. Let's get the good old throwing fork out so I can just chuck that at them instead. Oh, there's so much that's gonna have to be dug out here for this. But at least we have the conduit and plenty of beacon power now. I promise you that's not a good time, sir. Hmm. That goes for you too, wherever you are. Right there. Yeah, you see? Not a good time. Sir! Please. Just let me work. I wonder, are guardians carnivores or are they herbivores? They seem kind of like they would be carnivores, right? Because why would a herbivore have a long-range weapon like that? You have got to be kidding me, sir. Do you have any idea how rude that is? Huh, I don't see him anymore. It's just a drive-by, I guess. Let's just get some food in us so we're good on that for a while. Huh. No. No. Anyone else wanna try their hand while we're at it? Doesn't seem like it. Are you really gonna try that again? It's actually pretty wild how much Guardians hurt. Like, despite my armor. Ugh. That was kind of too close for comfort, gotta admit. Really? We're... Nice dodge. Really, not a moment of rest for the wicked, I see. But I'm happy I did get the, You know what? I think I'm actually just gonna, like, keep a singular wall between me and, like, where I'm going. Just for the sole fact of making it less likely that I'm gonna get ambushed by Guardians. Then I can always remove it once we're done with this general area. Because they do a lot of damage despite me having full prot armor on. And I don't want to be eating through carrots that quickly, because that means we're going to have to make more than, like, a lot of trips. Just going back to get more food, which I don't particularly like the prospect of. Okay, we're almost at day 2,200 now. That's pretty decent. It's a lot nicer working here, considering it's not that deep, and we have the. Really, it feels like you're way out of bounds, dude. Or is that just me? Like, that felt like he was way further away than he should have been. I got outside the conduit's reach. That's kind of a shame, but it is what it is. Let's hold this in. Oh, that looks pretty good. Let's head back to the conduit's reach. Wow. This is really not a lot of it we've managed to fix so far. But it's going to make a big difference towards the end. And it's something I can do without sleeping, because phantoms can't hit me. Water actually counts as a roof over your head, so like while you're underwater, phantoms won't spawn and attack you. Like when I come up for air, they can spawn and then they can come underwater. Though I don't know, I feel like phantoms are something out of the end, right? So I feel like they shouldn't like water. Does Enderman lose health when they go in water? Or Endermites, sorry. That's worth a Google search. Does Endermites lose health when in water? Okay, they don't take damage. Okay. I feel like they should. I don't know. I also feel like they should add a baby Enderman in. Wouldn't that be kind of cute? Although, Jesus Christ, that would be a menace. Like, he can hit hard. He would probably be able to move fast too. Like, imagine how much damage one of the, like a small baby Enderman could do to you. Like, if you think, uh, baby zombies are scary, and like imagine how devastating a baby Enderman could be. But how do they come to be Endermen? Like, if they aren't born, how do zombies come to be? I feel like there should be a mechanic in Minecraft where it's like, if a villager is a zombie for X amount of time, loaded as a zombie villager for X amount of time, he turns into an actual zombie, right? Because like the zombie villager period is only like the time in which they can be cured. I feel like that could be sort of a nice lore thing, as of why there's still some left. It's just I'm gonna have to remove all of this, just so I can actually see whether there's like a singular block popping up here. Oh, that was one too far down. Okay. That's fine. I don't quite have the range I need on that beacon, eh? we go. So I need to go all the way over here for it. Let's just clear out area here then. We might have to set up even more beacons around here, just because it's a big area. Because then I should hopefully be able to quickly just like break all of this. And make it more or less, no, okay. I can't make it more or less back. Shame. Is the music really over? Huh. Don't know why it stopped all of a sudden, but... Wow. Zombies are on that island there. Doesn't seem like they've noticed me though. Oh well, that guy definitely has. So does that guy. Nice. And now I just think I get to removing all of this here. Or at least as much as I can. This also removes any areas where things can spawn, which is kinda nice. Is it just me or does that music sort of stop there? Seems like we're gonna have to go fetch a little bit more water. Sorry, food. And we will go do that, but first... Oh well, I think we'll go do that and get some, gone with all of this. And switch out the pickaxe while we're at it. Maybe the shovel too, why not? Unless I have a stack in here. Well, I have a stack of golden apples, but that's not quite it, is it? Oh, jeez. Thank you for the follow. Alright, hey, exclusive. Do you create that one just to give me a good old scare? Not sure how I feel about that. Yeah, I suppose. Why else should you have created it? Alright. That was actually pretty good traits. Why? Oh, why, man? But welcome, exclusive. It's nice having you. All right. I feel like I should just go get another beacon and set it up like here. I just don't have the skulls, so I would have to go skull hunting first. Fine. Like, not doing it is just gonna make me make this so much slower. I don't know, it just seems like a lot of trouble going, like, creating 136 emails for no reason. Alright, I'll give it to you. 134 for no reason. Two of them I think I could justify, but like having 100 plus that has no purpose just seems kind of odd. Should have stacked up on fireworks before I went over here. Oh well. I should still have plenty, but No skulls. Alright. Any skulls? No skulls. I guess I can bring home some of the... Oh, skull. Nice. I guess I could bring home some... coal, since I've used a lot of that on torches lately. Wait, I think you forgot a word in that exclusive, in that sentence. I think you should have written it like, well, sometimes I get banned for my less than excellent behavior. I think that would have been more appropriate. Wait. Oh, come on, give me more skulls, man. I deserve them. I don't know, whether skeleton farms are super easy. Like... Huh. They become blue, too, with the overhaul. That's kind of cool. But like this is just super easy, right? Why aren't these guys aggroing? They should. Oh, yeah. I know. That it was meant sarcastically, but I just wanted to point out. But to be fair, you've been acting pretty nicely, at least in my chat. I can't speak for anyone else, but... So how many wither skeleton skulls should we attempt to get here, do you reckon? Well, I suppose this is an XP farm, which means I need to go to level 210. Oh god, that's gonna take a while! Well, we're for sure gonna have the amount of skulls that I want then. By then. Alright, we're just gonna say 207. We're gonna level up to 207, and then I'm gonna take the last 3 levels at the gold farm. Because surely, considering how much XP, like how many are in front of us right now? Only 13, really? $17. About 17 are in front of us right now. And that adds up to how much XP? Not even a tenth. That's pretty wild, you know? It's also good that we sort of get some blaze rods every now and then. I know that's not the intention with this farm, but like this means I won't get like completely messed up on that. There's one thing that's sort of a shame. In Java, there's like a maximum amount of XP you can acquire a second. That cap is not in Bedrock. Okay, so now we have for one beacon. That's pretty good. But we need more. Like like a part of me wants to wait here until we have like for 10 beacons or so. 10 to 15 beacons. Cause like imagine, like that way we can always go Bedrock, a deep slate mining for a while. Like I won't have to worry about like not having the skulls for it. And we're also gonna have plenty for beacons. Where the skeletons are so cool, though. Nothing not much, man. Just me getting a bunch of skulls. Two, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. $11. Ah, 15, 16. Let's try and see what like we should be guaranteed a skull pretty much at 20 with. Oh no, wait. At 20 we only have a 60% chance at one skull, right? What's the looting wither skeleton skull drop chance? Yeah, I think so. Okay, wait, so you actually get 5.5% chance for a skull every time for when you have looting max. And we have looting max. That was only one skull. Jesus Christ. Nah, I'm not gonna. Why would I? Like, I don't think it would even be that much of a challenge, but like, I would also just really think it's a bummer if like it gets me, you know. Well, if you're, I don't give a damn about your satisfaction. I give a damn about staying alive in my world. It's the only thing I care about. No. just want to have all of those in here. I think it's better when I'm actually standing on that chest, since I made it, like, I made a slight wrong calculation on it, yeah. I don't know why that guy isn't aggroing to the column, but I don't know. I suppose it's alright. Because it's in a soul sand valley, Euphoria patches. The shader upgrade I have gives sort of soul sand valleys a blue hue, and even the lava becomes blue. I guess I can try and show you. If there is any, yeah, right. So you see, even the lava is blue in soul sand valleys. I suppose that's why they are blue. Like blue flames, there's this light blue hue in here, and all the lava continues being blue until you get to a point where you're out of the soul sand valley. Then it becomes yellow once again, if I can find any. I can't find a drop of lava, are you kidding me? Huh. Well, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 4. We have 8 skulls. We could also have it 5 plus 3, but I would like to have like 30 skulls when we go home from here. Hey, we're in day 2200. Like day 2222 is going to be a special day. It's been a while since we had a 4 alike number. Well, then it's going to be 1111 days ago since we was there. Alright, we have 9 skulls. Pretty good job. Like, I'll leave when we're level 207, or if we hit a stack of wither skeleton skulls before then. Let's see whether we can procure another skull from this mini. Oh, that was a good skull round. "12 skulls. That means 3 beacons. Not bad, not bad. Only 1 skull. So we're now at 13. You know you have a decent amount of skulls when they start dividing into 2 groups, because like this, and then there's a decent amount of skeletons in there. Like that, like this, right? Now is perfect. That's the amount of skeletons you want in there when you start killing. Oops. That despawns pretty much everything, doesn't it? Because I would like to get rid of some of the... Yeah, perfect. Some of the places down there. E. Yell at your provider. I read provider as printer for the first, like on the first read. Like my brain for some reason went printer. So I was like, my internet was buffering, so I yelled at my printer, and then I went, huh, what's that gonna help? Surely I misread that, and then instantly read it again, and I was like, ah, yeah, that makes more sense. Surely not. uh, okay, let's murder some more skeletons. skull went past me. That means we now have 15. And we're almost level 207, so I mean that's pretty good. It's not a lot of skulls, but it's gonna... if we at least get a by 20, we're gonna be in a good, like, pretty decent spot. At some point I should try and invest into sort of a better with a skeleton farm. Not quite sure how I would go about that. Like, could you make one that's... You've known the guy for 6 years? Well, hopefully you didn't yell too loudly. That's kind of bad. Okay. But I'm not unemployed. What are you on about? Tell that dude that I probably work more than he does in a month in just 2 weeks. Excuse you. I take offense to that. Look at this way. I currently work for about 10 hours a day, right? I start work at 03 a.m. At 03, right? Well, I actually roll out of bed, but I start work at like 03:15. I just need to like get a toast and then I'm ready to work. And then I work pretty much without a break until 2 o'clock. And then I get myself some lunch and then I start streaming for 3 hours. After streaming, I prepare for law school. I take offense to that. I take so much offense to that. Damn. I don't know that. And I still have time to go out with mates. Maybe I should make one of those cringy videos where I like show my day routine, like I'm some sort of successful millionaire. Oh hell no! Like But to be fair, like a lot of the advice is actually pretty solid. Like get up early, and just like do your thing. Ashton Hall from Tesco. I've no idea who that is, but sure, I suppose. I just want to make like a line down here too. Ah, right, yeah. Okay. I've seen some of those videos where it's like I get up and like I don't know, there's actually this who was it that made it? There's this old comedy routine. Oh, I'm gonna have to Google that. I would really recommend you seeing it, because like whenever I meet someone who has like the who does those sort of thing. No, what is it called? All right, yeah, for Yorkshiremen. You should look that. You should look that up. I'm just gonna. I wonder whether I can avoid getting copyright striked here, but well, I'll try and display it.
Very possible, this ain't very possible. Aye. All right. Good glass of Chateau Le Chasseur, eh, Josiah?
Oh, you're right there, Obadiah.
Aye. Who would have thought 30 years ago we'd all be sitting here drinking Chateau de Chasseur, eh? Aye. Them days we're glad to have the price of a cup of tea.
Aye, a cup of cold tea.
Huh? Without milk or sugar.
Or tea.
In a cracked cup and all.
Oh, we never used to have a cup. We used to have to drink out of a roll-up newspaper.
The best we could manage was to suck on a piece of damp cloth. But you know, we were happy in those days, although we were poor.
Because we were poor.
Aye.
My old dad used to say to me, money doesn't bring you happiness, son.
He was right.
Aye.
I was happier then and I had nothing. We used to live in this tiny old tumble-down house with great big holes in the roof.
House? You were lucky to live in a house. We used to live in one room, all 26 of us, no furniture, half the floor was missing. We're all huddled together in one corner for fear of falling. You were lucky to have a room. We used to have to live in the corridor.
Oh, we used to dream of living in a corridor. Would have been a palace to us. We used to live in an old water tank on a rubbish tip. We got woke up every morning by having a load of rotting fish dumped all over us. House?
Well, when I say house, it was just a hole in the ground covered by a sheet of tarpaulin, but it was a house to us.
We were evicted from our hole in the ground. We had to go and live in a lake. You were lucky to have a lake. There were 150 of us living in a shoebox in the middle of the road.
Cardboard box?
Aye.
You were lucky. We lived for 3 months in a rolled-up newspaper in a septic tank. We used to have to get up every morning at 6 o'clock and clean the newspaper, go to work down the mill, 14 hours a day, week in, week out, for 6 months a week. And when we got home, our dad would thrash us to sleep with his belt.
Luxury. We used to have to get out of the lake at 3 o'clock in the morning, clean the lake, eat a handful of hot gravel, work 20 hours a day at mill for twopence a month, come home and Dad would beat us around the head and neck with a broken bottle
see
if
you
we
later,
were
gaming
lucky.
guy.
Well, of course, we had it tough. We used to have to get them out of the shoebox in the middle of the night and lick the road clean with our tongues. We had to eat half a handful of freezing cold gravel, work 24 hours a day at mill for 4 months every 6 years, and when we got home, our Dad would slice us in two with a bread knife.
Right. I had to get up in the morning at 10 o'clock at night, half an hour before I went to bed, eat a lump of cold poison, work 29 hours a day down mill and pay mill owner for permission to come to work, and when we got home, our Dad would kill us and dance about on our grave, singing hallelujah.
And you try and tell the young people of today that, and they won't believe you. No, they won't.
Pretty funny if you ask me. Pretty funny if you ask me. Wait, hold on. Let's just bring up everything. No, Monty Python is just my kind of humor, you know? It's just, like, it's dumb humor, but it's something we can all relate to. Because, I don't know, haven't we all heard those stories of, like, from our grandparents where they were like, oh, we did this and this and this, right? And I swear to God, my grandfather, he once tried to convince me that the motorbike had not been invented yet when he was young. And he's not that old. He's the motorbike has been around for what, 150 years? And he was like, yeah, nah, that's wrong. And I'm like, no, that's it. Like, dude, you're from the Second World War, right? You're a kid when the Second World War was a thing. And they were on motorbikes, so I mean, like, come on, at least like make it somewhat believable. But no, he sticks to his guns to this day, which kind of bothers me, not gonna lie. Oh, we're actually almost full on coal. Oh, we also got a level 207. I do not have to be here anymore. Well, we'll just take this last, these last bits of coal and goodies, and then we'll fly back home. No, we'll fly by the gold farm first to get the last 3 levels. Wonderful. Level 210. Our levels are already getting pretty big, but I mean, there are some hardcore YouTubers out there who are level like has multiple thousands of levels, which seems a little bit over the top to me, but like I don't know, even know what sort of XP farm you would need to have in order to like have that much Alright, I think we're gonna bring along so I can make so we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 with the skeletons at hand, and then we have 2 more beacons when we're done here. Well, that's gotta suck. I cannot lie, that sounds kinda bad. No, Denmark, we surrendered pretty quickly. To be fair. I don't actually think it's too unreasonable that we surrender, considering, like, how much of a tiny country we are, and, like, we share a border with Germany. Hey, SRK? T? Eve? Hey man, sorry if I'm not quite sure how to pronounce your name, but welcome. We're just about to go cheese a couple of wither skeletons. Do you have something you would prefer me to call you, man? SRK? Well, in that case, SRK, that's gonna be what we call you. Come on, then. That's 1. And 2. Well, I kind of get it. It's just why make it more complicated than it has to be, especially when I have stuff to do, you know? We have stuff to do. Yeet. Alright, back home. But SRK, let me show you around a little bit before we get into the thick of it. There we go. But let's first just make a couple of beacons and make sure we bring along enough iron to make them. There we go. Alright. So, this is our starter island, the island we started on. We are 2,201 days in our hardcore world here. I sort of reworked this village to more of a fantasy vibe. Hmm. I'll do one at 2,500 days, yeah. Um, and this is what the world looks like right now. We've been mainly working for the first 2,000 days. We've pretty much just been here. This is the marketplace. Let's just get a better view from up here. We have the marketplace over here, sort of the worksman district here. A small tavern over here. Hey, that that guy Yeatman. I was actually just doing a world tour anyway, so you might as well join in. We're 2,201 days in. And this is sort of what we have to show for it. We started on this island, and it used to look very different. There actually used to be a mansion right over there. But we bumped that away in favor of getting the mountains and the skull in. We have a small harbor here, which I do plan on extending with more ships. We have a small fishing part of the town here, where we have a lot of small ships sort of here and there. Our most impressive, though, is probably the dragon up there. Our most impressive current build. Way up there, right? Everything is connected, so you can go there on foot. We have our animals there. We'll go look closer on the dragon later, but in here, side of the mountain, we have all of our redstone. One of the benefits of creating mountains is that you get to, well, have them hollow and then put stuff into them. Marketplace. Alright, Phantoms, we are just gonna sleep. I haven't slept in a lot of days either. Although, nah, fuck it. We have the dragon up here. The current biggest build of the world. Looking pretty wild, I think. I really like how it turned out anyway. All the glass panes was terrible putting in though. The mountain, of course, built also by hand, and everything else is. And up here we sort of have a wizard tower-esque thing, and sort of a ancient temple. Welcome, Mix. And that sort of gives us all of the area up here, which is like a pretty decent spot to just stand and look out over our town and everything else. That's what's covering our iron farm, which was actually kind of challenging to build, because like I can't have any spawnable areas here, because otherwise they would just spawn out of pocket, like they weren't supposed to. They can only spawn down here and then sort of get dragged in. So yeah, that's pretty much our island right now. I do plan on building a few more things on it eventually. But currently we are working on the biggest project that I've ever done. Like singular project, where the island here is a lot of different projects that make a whole. Ah, wrong fork. Our current project over here is draining an ocean, right? Or draining a area for our next build. And we come quite far, and that's sort of the reason why I just made a couple more beacons, because while I do have machines to like empty out all of the water, I do have to dig out some of it in order for the machine to run smoothly across. Let's just go grab some more torches while we're at it. So yeah, we've been emptying out this amount of water for almost what 50, 60 hours now, which is quite a long time. And now we can continue. Wait, hold on, let's just grab a little bit more iron. I have access to that over here. Here. So essentially I just want to put down a beacon over here-ish. And one over here-ish. Guess that's gonna give me mostly full coverage when we try to empty this out. Though I'll hold on placing like the second beacon. Just for the sole fact that I don't really wanna, like, I wanna make sure that it has the best amount of coverage possible, so we'll just see where it's needed. But right now I do need one over here, so. And beacon, iron, paste, double paste. And so we start tearing this apart. There we go. Okay. Is that really a little bit too far away? No way. Well, we'll start from here then. And hopefully I can sort of move back and forth on each. Oh, darn. So close. But yeah, that's pretty much just what we're going to be doing for a long while. Clearing out water, and like our life depended on it, and Perfect. Now I just start getting to work on all of this. Oh no. Gotta make sure that the totem is always in reach. Now, we shouldn't be able to be one-shot by anything. Like, we are pretty well armored. So I'm not too afraid of that, but... I don't know. You can always, like, go wrong. It is hardcore after all. Rather safe than sorry. Alright. Oh no. We'll fix that afterwards. For now, I'll just try and make sure that that doesn't happen again. Like me hitting the, oops. Hitting the side there by mistake. Okay, sand, however, is something I would very much like to pick up. Sand is quite important to me. Like any sand I can like get away with not having to set and FK for sure, yo. Air. Okay, so this is about as far as I can go with this. Where do I meet my beacon powers? Here? Air. And more air. Might as well grab all the sand again. Since we're going to be using needing an absolutely ridiculous amount of glass. cost me nothing making sure I pick up some of this, so. And if it even saves me like 2 minutes at the end, it still saved me 2 minutes. There. Let's just make sure we're plenty healthy. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, so that's most likely this area done. We'll just remove all of the obvious kelp up here. Not that the machine can't go through it, but I can't see stuff like that, for example, when it's here. Or at least it's kind of difficult to see it. So I want to take out most of it, just so I can see any potential things that will stop the machine and clearing this out in one go. Well, there's a high mix of texture packs. So better boss bars. That's just like the boss bars for the different bosses, including raids. Vanilla Experience Plus. Looks nice. Eating animations. An interface for like... Did I just turn something off? I can show you that in a second. Icons is just all the icons you see. Fresh animations for like the villagers and fast grass and all that. I actually have a Discord if you're interested. In it, you can see all of the mods and stuff that I use, including texture packs. If you're interested, the link should be in the description. Alright, let's just remove all of this too. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any like areas that... Oh, except for this. This looks problematic. Perfect. Now, this is perfectly not problematic. That's kind of nice. But it is this line which is free. 333, that needs to be on layer 40, yeah, 36, that's correct. At the minimum. This is all good. This, however, is not. So we have a lot of space here that we still need to clear out. Pretty free here. I'm gonna have to set up a beacon in this area-esque, I think. Though we are gonna clear just this easy stuff here out with out beacon power. Oh, that lightning actually made me jump a little bit in my seat. Oh. Thanks for the follow, SKR on Twitch. I appreciate it though. Oh, I'm not good at the Twitch sound whenever I get a follow there. It just sort of, it always gets me pretty much. But I appreciate the follow, man. Thank you. Alright, so I imagine if I like set up the next beacon somewhere in the middle here. Maybe around here. That we're gonna have close to, if not full coverage. Like, I can also move the beacon down there if I don't have full coverage. And final beacon. That I currently have with me, anyway. Because that should give me access to, like, mine out most of this, right? Surely. Surely. Let's try and get the corner over here first. Yeah, this is all good. All good. So it's just all of this that needs to go. Ah, darn, I don't have coverage over here, really? Well, surely I get it fairly quickly. Let's just get rid of all the sand that we currently have. Ah, we got home the second it stopped raining. Convenient. Get rid of all sand, all of this, get rid of this. I don't really want to pick up anything that's not sand, so we'll just do it this way. Perfect. And so we do away with these two layers here around all of it. Perfect, so now I can slowly start taking away all of the middle here. So it's all the right level. Really? Come on. I suppose this is on the edge sideways too, which is why it ends so quickly. I'll just take care of most of this here, so I won't hit it when I go back across. Fine. Okay, that seems to be this area kept out, as it's supposed to be. Which was also one of the more difficult areas to like make sure we have the correct level on, so that is pretty neat. Because it would be like it's right on the outside of where the beacon could reach. We're gonna save the easiest area for last, because I mean, and it's gonna feel real good when we do it, because it's gonna go so quick comparatively to this here. Let's just make this non-spawnable, so I don't have to worry about that one down here. I shouldn't have to worry about it, because like technically nothing should be able to spawn that close to me, but why would you ever take the chance? Besides, it's kind of a bother dealing with sand that falls down, having to switch between tools all the time. So how close do I need to go? Does it renew here? 16, okay. Here? No, okay, so it's up here. Yeah, good. So it's on this line. I need to be in order to get my beacon powers. Which is completely fine. We'll just make room for it. So I know I have beacon powers all the way until here, which I mean most of these cases I can actually almost get to the pretty much the end of it. We can just take the big tour around it, getting rid of all the falling blocks. So I do not have to worry about that while doing this. But my shovel and my pickaxe seem to be almost done now too, which is kinda rough. But we'll just head over and fix up the zombie converts to drowned. Good for him, I suppose. We'll make this unspawnable first. Yep, we will as soon as I... Like, the torches should prevent it, but sure, why not? It's also easier to dig when it's just a 2-bind. Hey, Fawn. How are you? On Twitch, even. Have you switched to being a Twitch user? But it's good seeing you. How have you been? Alright. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Just sort of chilling, you know? Work is good. Life is alright. And we're making good progress in the hardcore world. So, I mean, there's a lot to be joyful for. A lot to be happy about. Currently, we just have to like mine out this area, and then we're pretty much 80% of the way there to having completed. Hey, Sam. Yeah, no, long time no see. How are you? We're pretty close to being done with the water here. Like once we run the machine on this piece of area here, we've pretty much completed everything. Like we still have a lot of water over there, don't get me wrong. Well, I mean, are you? Wrong fork. Like we managed to get quite a lot of stuff done here. I'm just gonna try and show you. Like, we're gonna run the machine down there one more time. Which is gonna clear out pretty much all of that area. I don't know, I don't think it can be done a lot quicker than it is being done currently. And that's mainly just because of the size of the area I do it, right? So, I couldn't help myself. I looked it up, and I've sort of looked up 10 YouTubers who had cleared out a ocean monument, like I'm doing right now. And they usually say that it takes them about 3 to 4 weeks, but their sizes, like the biggest one I found, he said it took about 2 months of his life. Which was the biggest one, but that was only 250 by 250. This is 350 by 350, so it is quite a lot bigger than even the guy with the biggest one. And so far we've spent what, 20 days ish doing this, which I'm pretty alright with, because we're like 80% of the way there. Like we've done all the like this is the last deep part. That part over there is not half as deep as this. So I mean we're doing it in good time. Yeah, it kind of does look like Christmas lights, doesn't it? I will agree to that 100%. Alright. Let's then like dig our way through here. Our poor pickaxe though. It's getting rough. I should make more shovels, like more netherite shovels, honestly. Like I only have the 2. like usually I dig a lot more stone than I do gravel and sand and dirt. But doing this, like every single one of these has sort of a layer of stone on them, or of one gravity block, and then there are usually a little bit of ooh, that's not drown. Usually a little bit of shovel, where the best tool is a shovel. I can't come up with a word for it. So I sort of speed run my shovels. All right, see you soon. Hopefully, fun. I'm sort of speed running through most of my shovels, which is sort of a shame, but I mean, it looks hella good on my statistics. I don't know why I care so much about my statistics. It's just like, I don't know, I think it's sort of cool when, like, some of the hardcore YouTubers out there, whenever they show their statistics and it just says, like, 10 million stone. It's like, what the hell? Like, because we only mined, like, last time I looked, it was at 330,000. And I feel like we mined a lot of stone. Shall we take a look how much we're at now? Items. Okay, we buffed that number with about 40,000, which is pretty cool, but still, that's a lot. Like, that's not even a lot of stone. Like, I see the hardcore YouTubers who have, like, 10 times that amount in, like, 3,000 days. But they usually like center around a dwarven kingdom or something like that, where that's sort of their building style. And then you have to sort of sculpt a lot with stone. So I suppose we'll get to that eventually too, but I wish I might try and calculate afterwards how much water, like a rough estimate on how much water there was in this. Because surely we removed more than 1 million water blocks at this point. Oh, right, Bob is not doing well. Let's go switch out Bob then. Let's wear our elytra if we want to fly. Bob. Ah, we'll change to the other, not the right shovel too. Oh. Am I out of sand storage? Like, we really want to save up as much sand as possible, because one, I'm still missing like one complete wall, like the wall over there doesn't have sand like these three. So I still need to do that. Plus I need a bunch of sand for like the glass, right? For the build. So any like sand I can get from just like preparing my area, sure, that sounds pretty good. Like, it might not save us a lot of minutes, but heck, if it saves us like 4 minutes just doing this, right, and trying to pick up some of it. I'm not gonna go out of my way to sort of pick up a bunch of it, but when the opportunity presents itself, I really should try to anyway. Got into reach of our conduit. Nice. Oh, is this a complete sand island? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, by the way, if any of you like start watching and you bring along someone considerably younger than you, do let me know, because then I'll just keep my language PG, whatever age that person is. Right, so if they're, for example, for like fonts, I'll keep my language a little bit more appropriate for that age, you know? Make sure not to drop any swear words or anything like that. I can control myself. I know it sounds unbelievable, but I do have a little bit of self-control. I was about to say something, but that could definitely be taken wrong out of context, so I'm gonna be not saying that. Well, we picked up all the sand that we could here. You know what? Let's let's assume fawn that. It's a family member of some sort. Surely your parents didn't just pick up a baby at the grocery store. There's actually one thing with this that could be really, really bad, now that I think about it. If there is an ancient city underneath this, I'm gonna be in trouble. Like, mildly speaking. If there's an ancient city underneath this, because then that... I don't know if you could do the same trick, like where you break Bedrock, but like if you could do the same thing to like an ancient city and the portal thing they have. That isn't a portal, that's just like a flying square. Like if that's underneath me, I'm gonna be mighty upset. Mighty upset. Yeah, 2,204 is... are you still muted? 2,204 is pretty good. Or am I still muted? Just, so I know whether I can respond in chat or whether I should respond in chat or in, Okay. So, that's likely I was still muted. Alright. Let's see here. We're almost ready to begin the process of running the machine one last time on this area. And then we'll empty out the remaining water manually. Probably with like sand and sponges. Because there are going to be areas such as this down here. Oh my, that's big. Oh, that's going to be a pain. That's going to be rough, sort of dealing with that, but it's okay. Just gonna have to deal with it. Ah, nothing bad, just... up here. before we take damage. Oh wow, it's so dark down here now. Fix. And I think that should be pretty much the full area cleaned out, right? He's a little less child friendly. Alright. Alright, let's just make sure that there's no, like, sand block that's poking up somewhere here to stop the machine from running. It doesn't look like it. Does that mean that this is now clear? This is also going to have to be drained manually. That's going to suck too, but it is what it is. I don't spot out any full blocks or half blocks or any other kind of blocks. Well, oh wait, but there is still the wall, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that wall there. I have to remove this here. Well, I know that there are certain things that Twitch just doesn't get away from me. Fork! Escape! There are certain things that Twitch just doesn't accept people doing. He's a child himself. Oh, exclusive. Perfect time to make yourself known. I was sort of doubtful whether or not you were still here, and then you just come out like, oh no, he's a child himself. Well done, dude. Well done. That caught me off guard. All right. Nope. I refuse. Redstone is difficult enough as it is. I don't need to have some flying birds hitting me around. Like, I'm getting pretty confident in building that machine, but still. Well, that's a great thing about the world. There's someone for everyone, pretty much. Okay, so now that we slept, let's fly back over. Because now the phantoms won't be able to bother us. My god. Right. I don't need that much obsidian. That should be fine. You know what? Okay, I'm tired of looking at these like floaty bits here. Oh, I can insta-break them even though I'm in the air. Pretty much. Fuck. Oh, so sorry. I didn't mean to drop that. So much for my self-control. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that looks like moss. Do I have my hoe? I do have my hoe. Alright. I can land over there. I could not land over there, as a matter of fact. Is that jumpable? I don't think I can jump that. Okay, this is gonna seem counterintuitive. I'm placing blocks so I can easily remove them. But, hey. There you go, get out right of that. Oh, obsidian pillars. They are not supposed to be here. Haven't seen you in a while. Since yesterday. Alright, let's just pick that up. Oh my god, there's so many obsidian pillars around here. Why? Wonder where the music went. I know the playlist isn't done because it's supposed to last for 12 hours. Oh, it's only supposed to last for 3 hours, pretty much. Well, there we go. That's why there's no sound. Beep, beep. Yeah, same fun, same. Well, oi, no swearing fun. How big is the house? I suppose that's... What even defines a mansion? Let's, or a manor. What defines a manor? Okay, what defines a is a mansion a manor, not mansion? Still a home that offers at least 5 to 6 bedrooms. Okay, so now I know what defines what a mansion is defined as. So now describe your the house. Ah, right. Can I reach that? No. Ugh. Ugh. Huh. I need a rocket. And we're gonna remove this now, too. It has been a nice lookout thing, but... Oh. Oh, no! Don't fall. Okay. So we have some more obsidian pillars over here, clearly. Clearly. That I need to get rid of. How many bedrooms does it have? Because apparently that's a very defining factor. Yeah, no, those you sleep in. Wait. Well, how many do you estimate it's gonna have, ish, or do you think? Wait, what's going on here?
Tell your parents.
Give me a second. I got a weird message. So it potentially could be a mansion. Because a mansion has 5 to 6 bedrooms. So potentially it could be a mansion. But we don't know. No, not at all. Well, apparently not. At least according to the very quick Google search I just went. It says it needs to have 35,000 square feet. Like, as a part of the real estate. So that means also garden and area around the building. And then the building in itself only needs to have 5 to 6 bedrooms. Wait, am I ready to just build the machine and clear this out? I think so. So I think we're just gonna grab this so I can turn my brain off a little bit. At least when walking around building this. Yeah, that's... I should have seen that coming. Well, alright, so we're here, and let's also just make sure that we remove the wrongly placed pieces here over here. Let's get some honey and some... No, as I said, Fawn, it has to have 3,500 square foot property attached to it. So that's probably where most of them fail. Like most of the... Could you not? Ow! Wait, must have messed up somewhere along the line here. Yeah, here. Really? Did you seriously just come to me? My God, how embarrassing. Missing that many hits in a row? Damn, I'm a noob. Alright, let's try this again. Hey, look, I'm just saying what I found on Google, right? Mm. Yeah, I don't know. It's I suppose it's a personal preference thing. So there's a bit of water there, but that's fine. I'm just gonna remove it now. I should have a dry sponge or two ready. Okay, good. So now that that has been taken care of, I hate going that way for whatever reason. Right? And then we put this on every one of these. You think it's time for me to get a logo? Nah, dude. I'm happy with what I got. I'm happy with what I got. Because again, like, if I decide that I need a logo, right? I think as a professional, like making logos in my professionally, I don't think I would be able to do it without going all out, and I don't think I would I don't think that would necessarily end well. Well, it would be well, but I just don't want to end up having to associate my YouTube channel with work. I do this as a hobby and as a break from work. While I do very much adore my job, I don't want to be working all the time. Oh yeah, but that's part of it. I don't only make ads. I make everything from. It's marketing, right? I work in marketing with a I'm just specialized in ads, online ads. But I also do branding and all this sort of stuff, right? So if I get a new customer who has a weak logo or a weak brand, I spend a lot of time and a lot of money, their money, that by the way, on making sure that their branding is better. And that's a lot of time done through logos. Though, like if I were to change it, I would probably end up using sort of the brand that I had in mind, or I would make a logo that is very different from anything. I actually have I have a logo that I could use for it. It's just not anything Minecraft related or anything you guys have ever seen. It's just I once played with the idea of like creating my own business, and I made my own logo just for the heck of it, right? Because I mean, I had the time to, and if I wanted to go out and be my own company, then I needed a logo and a name. And I settled on the name Hugin, which might sound kind of weird. Hugin Internationals, really. But it might sound kind of weird to you guys. But in Norse mythology, you know how Odin, he has two ravens, Hugin and Mugen, I think. But anyway, Hugin is his right raven, or the raven that always sits right to him. Its job in the world is to go out and gather information and spread the word. So, in other words, marketing, which I thought was pretty funny. So I made sort of a logo back in the day when that was on my mind. Wait, why did I switch? There you go. Back in the day when that was on my mind, I made that logo for that explicit purpose, and I could probably use that for this, and just change my channel's name to Hugin Entertainment or something like that, but nah. I work in a bureau or an agency currently. Alright, I should probably have walked over here first. Though I do have a couple of my clients that are just mine. So, like, a couple of clients that, surely I'm not gonna get a audit for this. I do have a couple of clients that pay me under the table, right? So, where they get my minimum effort and I get a little bit of money tax-free. Perfect. You know what I dislike though? Alright, take the fork twice. I really don't appreciate it when you shoot at me like that. Alright. I think it might be nicer doing it that way. I have to remake that part here again, but that way I won't have to struggle with getting the stuff put in the right place. Oops. Well, I don't do that like I usually don't work with those sort of companies, and like as I said, my speciality is digital advertising, specifically SEM, which is search engine marketing. More than anything, so I wouldn't be like, even if let's say my company was hired to make a logo for a high profile client, I wouldn't be the one to create that logo, since we have people who are better at it. I can do it and I often do it, it's not my specialty. Okay, so now I just need some water. Do we have any water here? Nice. And you got to be life is rough, because now I have to deal with a lot more of these buggers, don't I? Yeah, they're already trying to murder me. They haven't even had like 5 seconds and they're already like, yeah, he's gotta go down. Can I like put that there? Yeah, nice. And the worst thing about that is it's going to be kind of difficult to launch it as it's supposed to. Wait, do I get it all the way around? Yeah, I do get it all the way. Nice. Wait, where is it? Oh, down there. Preemptive strikes. Darn, not quick quick enough. Or too quick. Alright, so now we just swim out here. We walk over here. Well, actually, let's walk a bit further. To about this, because surely the garden's gonna have a tough time finding me here. Would you look at this though? Isn't that a marvelous sight? Ah, that's so satisfying. Indeed it is. Alright, probably won't be able to push. Ah, it could push a little bit, but not too much of it. Perfect. Ah. What is you doing there? Gucci. Oh, do they also dry up instantly in Savannah? I didn't actually know that. Right, so now I just have to go take care of the water that's over here. So let's just get a few more sponges, because I have a feeling that 12 won't cut it. I mean, we can test whether 12 is going to cut it first. Nope. We keep those. This goes in there. We're also just going to grab all of the extra torches, because that area over there is going to need spawn proofing bad. We might do the spawn proofing first. Considering the cycle of the sun right now. Okay, so we started off right here, and then on every 7 or so. I'd really rather you didn't. How rude. I wonder if I even have enough torches. I feel like I made a lot, but this is a pretty big area. Like, let's be real. It's well above average. Don't mind me, I'm being dumb. Oh. Sorry if I run here. Oh. That's probably gonna be fine. Probably fine. Oh wow, that's a lot of zombies. Don't blow up. Oh, hello, sir. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Alright, time to clear out the trash a little bit. Oh, wait, what? What? technically blue should still be alright, but I just really don't want to deal with it. Would you look at this? I actually really like this area down here now. I don't know whether it's because, like, it's taken so long that I'm proud that it's now down here, or whether or not it's because it's like, just aesthetically pleasing. Like, I don't know which one of them it is, but I do like the way this looks for sure. Oops. Wait, is the entire area now spawn proof? Looks like it. Neat. This is gonna look so wild tonight. Oh, let's see. Was 12 sponges enough to clear out all this water here? I doubt. I heavily doubt. Let's also move that over here. We have all of that. Oh. So not quite, but that's mainly because of this. Oh, we can empty out the holes here that are just like super awkward looking. Sir! Thank you. Water removed. Okay, it might be a little bit too wasteful even for me to spend a sponge in one block. Oh. No. Would you look at the size of this room? You have to be kidding me. Right. Well. I'm not gonna clear all that out. I'm gonna count on the fact that I can find a world leader that can, like, deal with that. That can deal with water, too. Like, in hindsight, had I looked for a world leader that could deal with water, I might have just launched that over all of this. But hindsight is so 2020, right? So, I mean... My god, I sounded like a white chick. No lighter. So now we remove the water here. technically all the water over there, like all of that water there, shouldn't be, I don't think it's actually source blocks, which means when we cut the water from above, all of that is going to disappear also. Oh, right. I don't have any soldiers over here. Did I really just replace it wrong? Hello, sir. I'd really rather you didn't blow up. Same goes for you. Alright, now we can try this again. We have so much that's now been cleared out. Like, would you look at that? That actually, no, I do think that is aesthetically pleasing. Like, if I were to just, like, work with the area and the colors that we have, then I would make all the stone here. Wait, hold on, let's just turn off the... Then I would make all the stone, like, just put grass on top of that. All of this, all the gravel. What would I put on top of the gravel? I would probably take all of the gravel down and change it out for like water. All of the diorite I would make too tall. Like, so I would put a layer of stone and then a layer of grass on top. All the granite I would put one just grass on top of that. And then like sand on the edges of this. And like just like that could be a really, really nice like area. Like there's a perfect little pond there, and we even have like a river flowing through there. Almost a shame that we're gonna turn this into a kraken. Almost only though. Only almost. Ah! Oh, we weren't wearing the elytra. Yikes. I do think, however, that that's about it for me today. I'm happy with the progress. We like moved ahead a couple of days, and that went pretty well. Tomorrow, wait, have I done that the sand wall? No. Tomorrow we'll do this sand wall, and we'll probably get started on emptying out the area here and to the side. So there's going to be like a sliver of water that's essentially as thick as the monument that goes through there. Then we'll work our way through that. And then we'll see. Because I don't think that's going to take too long. There might be a little bit of manually digging involved, but if so, I'll just move one or two beacons over in this area, general area. Because while this is, like, it's pretty uneven, I don't think it's actually going to be that bad. Oh my god, that gave me a scare! Why did the music cut out and then come back like that? Oh my god, my heart actually hurt from that. That's not okay. But what is okay is the skeleton horses. Is the progress that we've made today. I'm really happy with that. It's been good 4 hours of work. So tomorrow we'll clean out the machine over here and the last bits of water, and then we'll start running the machine on the last remaining area. Whew. Wow. That's gonna be wild. That's gonna be so wild finally finishing this up. No, we'll do one more thing. I'll just chuck torches along the edges of this here. Wait, what would happen if I chuck one at 0? Then that would be 7. Because, like, I don't care much about torches or losing them, but I mean, it's a lot of coal. And coal blocks can actually be used for some quite fun sort of detailing. Just because I did notice when we were working on that bit over there, that occasionally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that occasionally we did have, like zombies and creepers jump down, and like, there's no reason for me to risk that. So let's call it a day. So thank you so much for watching. I had a really good time, and I hope to see you guys again tomorrow. Cheerio, and Joe out.